So this case is a trap where it seems like it might be pretty easy. And I think it's a great one to illustrate sometimes how a skilled orthodontist can sometimes take a ClinCheck and just kind of look at it and almost forget that you have the knowledge of how teeth really want to move. This is somebody who came in just the other day, didn't like the diastema. I immediately saw that there was what I figured was a Bolton because he had a little bit of lower crowding and he had the upper space. And then I had to look a little further and count my teeth, and I saw that he's missing the premolar on this side. So immediately I was thinking this could be challenging, and I didn't want to kind of necessarily go towards lower IPR and retracting in this area when he's missing a tooth here. So I talked briefly about bringing this canine forward, opening a little space here, closing this space. But the ClinCheck came back. I don't really give instructions when I submit for the first ClinCheck. I like to see things and then I work off of that. And I don't mind modifying. Everybody's all about, making a quick modification. On the front end, you can make a detailed submission form, but I like to just bare bones it and then I work from there. And so how would you go about closing this space? Well, you could IPR perhaps and then try to close it despite the missing tooth here. But the ClinCheck came back and it closed the space without any lower IPR, without any opening of this space and mesializing of the teeth in this area. So how is that? Well, what they did was on the ClinCheck, they retracted the teeth, but they did it with extreme palatal root torque, which in theory, on paper, so to speak, allows you to avoid the anterior interference and slide and intrude those teeth so that they can close and not bang into the lower incisors. But that is not really an effective movement. In my opinion, even for a rectangular wire is tough. Always remember, teeth want to tip. And so when you use aligners, it's not impossible to get root torque when you're grabbing the whole facial aspect. But in my opinion, this is a very unreliable movement for aligners. And if it doesn't play out, what's going to happen is you're going to end up tipping these teeth slightly back and they're going to bang against the lowers, though the ClinCheck does not show that. And then you can end up with a posterior open bite. So I've mentored a lot of orthodontists over the years, and quite often you get cases that just turn out into posterior open bites, and this will be one of them. So this is not how you would move teeth. And if you look at it in this view, first of all, I thought they gave the power ridge. To me, that's always kind of a red flag to look for, maybe an unrealistic movement. And if you look here, you'll see again how the teeth are retracting, but they're moving more kind of when you look at it from the palatal cingulum. So, you sometimes send this case in and think it's easy, get the ClinCheck, approve it, and you've taken off your orthodontist cap, so to speak. Think like an orthodontist. Don't blame the technician for a ClinCheck like this. Just change it.